Hello, hello, hello. Can y'all hear me? Death Technician in the house. What's going on, Death Technician? How you doing, man? Yes. Who else we got in the house? All right, Death Technician. So you hear me loud and clear? Everything good? Who else we got in here? Man, we got some new followers, man. We got Michelle Ma 07, Isha Vaughn. I think I said that right. That's what's up, man. How everybody doing? How y'all doing out there tonight? It is time. We got a special guest. But before we get into the special guest, word Mike Gonzo. Nice jams, man. Hey, you know I'm trying to make it better each show, so hopefully it's not too mellow, but then I don't want y'all going to sleep on me either. What's going on, Michelle Ma 07? How you doing? First time viewer, shout out. Boom. I think that's one of my Foxtrot Falcons. Mad Alice in the house tonight. What's going on, Troop? How you doing? How the family doing? Yes. Who else we got, man? Send the word out, man. Go out there, grab somebody not by the neck, but grab them by the collar and drag them on over here to the show. So you like it? You like it? Hey, Gonzo. Look, we're gonna have you back on there. I had some requests to talk about some stuff, man. So we're gonna have you back in. Look, Michelle Ma, she said she wanted to know how this thing all got started, man. So where's Corporal Mustache and Laxative? I mean, Lax is. They're good with eating and watching The Witcher season 2. Haha. No, y'all watching Papa Gift. About to get into it with this special guest tonight. All right. But before we do, let me just say, this is not the know-all, be-all, do everything that I say, okay? This is just some old school leaders that's talking about life lessons, sharing with you guys. They say that, what's the saying? You learn through going through stuff, but it's better if you learn through somebody else going through it. There's a better way to say it. I don't remember right now because I got something else I want to talk about. But look, so we really do. If anybody know me, man, we do volunteer stuff. We be out in the community, getting it, helping out wherever we can. And so a couple of my soldiers went out today. I totally forgot about it. And they did their volunteer deal. Well, veterans always, when they see the young troops out there, they be coming out and they be like, what's going on with you back in my day? Back in my day when I was in the Army, Navy, Marine, whatever it is. And they tell you their story. Well, this young service member, I'm not going to go too detailed because I don't want nobody to be like, you just pinpointing because it was one of ours. This young service member came up to one of my most junior soldiers and asked him, hey man, so you guys active duty? Yeah. Do y'all ruck march? Yeah. Do you hurt after the ruck march? Who doesn't? Y'all tell me. I mean, even if you don't hurt like bad, but who don't hurt after a ruck march? You got some type of pains, something that's upset. And so the dude tells him, oh, cool, good, I got something for you. So he's like, all right, cool, you got something for me. It's going to help me when I finish with the ruck march? Sweet. By the way, shout out, man. Shout out to that soldier, Mr. I ain't going to say his name, but that soldier won the best warrior competition. He's the soldier of the quarter for the PHA Fort Knox, representing the Great Lakes branch, man. That's what I'm talking about. Give a shout out to that soldier. Come on. Clap it up. I don't have my sound effects in yet, so y'all gotta work with me. Yeah, go on and send us put some clapping, some hands together in the chat, man. Shout out to that soldier. He's a PFC trying to make his way on up, do great things, and help his battle buddy do the same thing. So, anyways, So the soldier's standing there, and he's like, what is this dude about to give me? So he give him his card, and he's like, this is my new business. Now, mind you, this dude just got out, the one who is talking to him. He just got out. And you know what he had on the card? Hemp products. he's like, the soldier looks at him like, yo, what are you trying to do? I'm active duty. He was like, nah, this won't pop up. It won't pop up on your thing. Trust me. Trust me. And I'm like, I really wish I was at this event though. I wish that I was at this event and I saw this fool try to give my soldier a product that's absolutely gonna end his career. Like, why would you do that? Why would you give a soldier, and you know the rank, you know he's a junior soldier, and you saying, yeah, I just got out, I just retired, I just whatever, and I'm gonna give you this product because it's part of my, you know, it's my business, and I'm gonna give it to you because it's gonna help you recover after you do these strenuous events that y'all do in the Army, you know. What? Yes, I would say other ones. I don't know if they do. I know Marine Corps do it, but I don't know if anybody else be doing those rucking and stuff like that. Why would you do that? You're supposed to be looking to take care of and make it better and help these people. And this fool trying to get my soldier, trying to have them pop hot on the next P test. So frustrating, man. So, if you're out there and you want to help soldiers, listen. I don't care. It does not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter if the state you're living in says that stuff is legal. Any service member that is under the Uniform Code of Military Justice cannot partake in any of that crap, okay? So if you're a special needs case and you don't understand and a service member declines you, don't take it as a defense. Understand that they cannot partake in those festivities. Now, when they get out and they're clear and they're no longer under the Uniform Code of Military Justice, under that, then you can send them some high-speed, whatever products that may work. It may work, it may not work. But I'm gonna say this, don't offer my soldiers any of that crap, because then we're gonna have a problem. And as my guest tonight will always say, you're going to end up with me asking you what did the five fingers say to the face, okay? And I'm going to put it like that, and I'm going to leave it like that. And I'm going to say shout out to the Jewel Junkie who brings style to your smile, $5 at a time. And she's my sponsor. And she's also Madam Cupcake. And she's also the boss. And I want to shout out to my mama, my family, my Foxtrot 232, my 421st Viper Medics, the Headhunters. I want to say shout out to the 248 Medical Detachment Dragon Vets who we have on tonight. You know what I'm saying? So y'all get ready as I bring in my guest for the night, Mr. Let me see. Let me pull him up. Mr. You in there? You hear me?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah.
Mr. Sean J. Yeah. Silver in the flesh. How does it do, my brother?
It does good. And it's Friday?
It does real good. Hey, look, I forgot one more thing, man. Hey, shout out to the Sergeant Artie Murphy Club.
Hold up. You made Artie Murphy?
Yeah, bro.
Look at you.
Yes.
You know what, though? I noticed in the background now.
What you see in the background?
You got the fountain.
What you see in the background? I would say greatness in the background, but we're not there. We're not there yet, but they are still.
Hold on. You need to go ahead and have that stuff. Yeah,
don't do it. Don't do it. No. Hey, it's okay.
Yeah, baby. What you think? Now this.
Look, as a fan of sports in general, I love sport. I love football. I'm big enough, man, to say I respect the team. I respect the process. I respect the coach. Okay, you happy? You happy? My team sucked. It's all good.
Nah, you're just
No. It's all Matty Ice is not Matty Ice anymore. He's melted. It's all good.
No, it's about having the right pieces. I think old boy just didn't have. He doesn't right at the moment. He doesn't have the right pick. What's his name left?
It's about the coach losing the daggone playbook in the middle of the game. That's what it's about.
Hey, hold on. What? When was this?
When we lost to y'all.
Oh,
we were spanking y'all in the first half, and we come out.
How you lose a playbook?
How you lose a playbook?
So that's the excuse they're using, huh?
That's what he said.
It's all right.
All right, hey, check it out, bro. While you harassing me about my team, y'all know I'm easily distracted, and I'll go down a daggone rabbit hole and scroll real easy. So, anyways, Mr. Sean Silver, my brother, yes, I am Audie Murphy, and I am Morales. However, the reason I give shout out to these guys is because tomorrow we have our annual Reese Across America event. And in that event, we go out and we lay wreaths on the graves of veterans, you know, and it's to bring to honor, for remembrance, and it's also to promote awareness for, you know, the things that those guys did who came before us and laid the path, blazed the path. I think that other thing messed me up. But anyways, yeah, that's what we do, man. So I just wanted to give a shout out to all, and it's not just the Audie Murphy Club that do it. When I was overseas with the Morales, we went out and we did we cleaned up a children's American children's cemetery. Just out of respect, man. You know, it's one of those things that I really do believe that when you get back to the community, it builds that bond, but it also, man, it does something for you. So yeah, I just wanted to give a shout out to those guys and all my soldiers that come out there and y'all smile and pretend like you enjoying it when I drag y'all out there to do those volunteer events. Shout out to you guys, because you are the MVP. Look, hey, y'all, I love y'all, man. Hey, I do appreciate it. So Death Tech Mike Gunzo said, oh wow, dude went there. Yes, he did offer my soldiers some drugs, talking about it won't pop up on the urinalysis. The Jewel Junkie said, great evening, brother. And Mike says, oh snap, what's up, bro? Yeah, you know Gunzo. And then Michelle says, I can't say that. Michelle, I can't say that. You know I don't be cursing.
Michelle who?
I can't put a last name out there, man. She got warrants and stuff like that. She wanted for harassing the old lady in the DFAC. About to beat that old lady up. But we ain't gonna go into that until I have her on the show, because she's gonna tell that story. Right, Michelle? And shout out to Greg, my man, her husband. Yo, hey, lady 15128, you better not. I better not what? Tell the story? I'm not gonna tell the story. She's gonna tell the story. She's gonna tell her side. I'm gonna tell my side. Because yes, we're gonna leave it at that. Yes, indeed. So Sean J, man, tell me what's up, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Can't complain.
Where you at, brother?
I am in Cary, North Carolina.
Yeah.
I'm in a triangle area. I was in Raleigh, moved over here to Cary, just a town over.
Okay.
You know.
Man, tell us about yourself. Hey, can y'all? Is that music too loud? Is that too loud?
No.
Can you hear it?
I can hear it, but it's
right.
No, it's not too loud.
That's what I'm talking about. We got some nice jazz in the background. How y'all like that?
I'm feeling it.
I think that is your sister, Michelle. Now you just got to go get Fat Daddy and tell him to come on in, because he said he was gonna come out. But anyways, back to my man Sean J, because I'm not gonna need everybody else. And look, I'm still getting used to going back and forth, but this dude gonna make me go down so many rabbit holes. I might not even pull out the daggone the notes tonight. We might just freestyle it, because this dude is crazy, man.
Yeah, he gonna put that on me.
This dude crazy,
put it on me.
He make it happen. So, and then look. So, anyways, I'm gonna be professional. I'm gonna be professional. Okay, I'm gonna do what I do, but I'm gonna try to maintain my professionalism. Because no one is more professional than I. I am a podcaster. All right, that's right.
All right,
Son Jay, man. All right, tell us about yourself. Who are you and what do you do, brother?
Well, yeah. All right, yeah. I'm here in Carolina, Cadillac. After the retiring from the military, I applied for working for the North Carolina Department of Agriculture, Food and Drug Protection Division.
Okay.
I'm currently a compliance officer. Actually, I'm sorry. Let me go here. I've been doing that since 2014. But I'm ready to move on. Bigger and better things. So basically, what I do is, I deal with. I look at reports. So basically, just like we did in the military, but without the audits, basically. So we're looking at I'll go ahead and review the reports, make sure they're in compliance. They're following good manufacturing practices.
Good manufacturing practices. Say it ain't so. You deal with that stuff.
Oh yeah. Dang. My main job is the recall coordinator, though. So
you do the recalls.
Yep.
What? So you the reason why every Friday, right before we about to go home, we get recalls.
Oh no, that ain't me. I ain't doing it for the entire U.S.
Hey, look, we get recalls. You just said you was responsible for the recalls. We blaming you.
North Carolina. However, yes, we will be responsible if the plant was here in North Carolina. Yes.
It's him. He's the one he's responsible for y'all packing up, getting ready to go home, getting your safety briefings. And guess what? Go check all the stores and make sure they don't have these daggone Johnson. Well, I ain't gonna say no names. I don't want to
say what you want to say.
I can't say nobody's names. I don't know what the DMCA stuff. They be like, you can't be putting brands out there. So I don't know. I'm still learning. I haven't read the whole thing. Okay, my bad.
Look here, if it's public and they got the FDA or USDA, well, you don't do USDA though. We only do FDA.
Okay.
Now, if there's if FDA recall out there, and USDA, matter of fact, you can say what you want. It's public.
All right. I want to put it out now and be like, yo, we didn't do that. We didn't keep y'all from going home on Friday night. It wasn't our dog food. It wasn't our baby shampoo that made y'all go back to work.
Man, I tell you what. I remember them days, and I tell you what, we still did more in the military.
Yeah,
doing recalls than even what they do. It's different on the civilian side. It's different on the civilian side. I'll get into that after, but yeah, that's one of that's my main thing. But also, and this one's interesting. I oversee the home processing program.
Okay. So how long did you serve in the military?
22 years.
22 years?
22 years, yep.
Do you have a what's your history with the military? Like, was there a family? What made you come in?
Yes. My brother actually, my dad, he died before I turned 4, but he was in the military. He was a sergeant. He was actually in Vietnam.
Really?
And yeah. And as a matter of fact, I come to find out when we came back from Iraq, back in 2010, when I went home, that's when my uncle actually said that he the cancer he got was more than likely because of the Agent Orange.
Okay, gotcha.
He had to complicate because we don't have cancer like that in the family. Well, let me rephrase. We do, but it's because they freaking smoke. I'm gonna leave the crap alone. They want to go here and smoke.
Not the cancer.
You ain't getting the hint. You ain't getting. You just see this one pass out.
Not the cancer. It's crazy, but I mean, it's like when you have the doctors and the medics that's telling you not to do it, they go out back and they be like,
dude, they're gonna be on chemo and still freaking smoke.
You be like, what the heck, man? I had a soldier that look you might know him. I ain't gonna say his name. It was a soldier that used to always come into the office and he'll be like, hey man, you want to go kill a lung? And I was like, what did you say? You want to go kill a lung? And I was like, hey, knock yourself out, man. You're speaking it into existence, but I'm just like,
I'm gonna ask you that though. You don't smoke?
No, I used to get the candy cigarettes.
What?
I would get the candy cigarettes because what? Private Gifford didn't smoke, so he didn't get the smoke break. So when I would come out the freezers from doing the red meat inspections and all that craziness, and I would take a break, they'd be like, "Yo, what you doing, Private Gifford?" I'm like, "I'm just taking a quick second to, it's cold in there. It's cold." They be like, "You better get back to work." I'm like, "Man, what? I don't get a smoke break?" Bet. So I found me one of them old school stores that had the old candies. And I purchased a bunch of the candy cigarettes.
Man, that's funny.
The candy cigarettes that you would blow into and the smoke would come out.
And the smoke would come out. Yep.
So I came out the freezer one day and them fools was out there smoking and joking in the smoke pit. So Private Gifford came out. I tapped my box of candy cigarettes. They was like, "What you doing out here, Gifford? You don't smoke?" I was like, "I'm smoking today." I pulled out my candy cigarette, and they was like, "You a fool." The only thing I told my soldiers that I haven't even told the soldiers that one yet.
Honestly, I didn't even know they made them anymore because we were talking about that recently too.
Right,
I
was surprised.
I remember them candy cigarettes they used to have, and apparently they stopped making them because they were a bad influence.
It was. I can see where they would say that, however, but it helped me out. It got me a 15-minute smoke break. I tell you that.
Mm-hmm. All right, so
shout out to Buc-ee's. If you know, then you know.
Well, I definitely do not know.
It's a Texas thing, baby. It's a Texas. It's a Texas thing.
I actually, when I joined the military, I wasn't a food inspector first.
Really?
I was not a 91 Romeo first.
Man, what was your prior? 91. Shout out to the 91 series. Any of you
so
guys,
right.
Any of you 91ers out there, man, go ahead and throw 91 in the chat box, man. Let me know who's the 91s in the house. What were you, man?
I actually started off as a 76 Papa, which is no longer, I can't even remember what the heck they turned these jokers into. What is supply now? It was supply.
42, I think? No, I think they're 90. I think supply.
It's 92. They're 92. I believe they're 90. Okay, I think they're 92 now.
It's 90 something. It's one of them. Yeah.
I believe it turned it to 92 Yankee, but yeah, that's what I started off with I was actually in the reserves first. I was in the reserves, and then I was like, yeah, you know what, this ain't working with I want to go active. So I finally went active. I did that for about a year and a half. Then I went active as a 91 Romeo.
What got
for
you
20 years?
What got you with the 91, man? What did they show you? Did you didn't go in? Nobody go in and like, let me be a veterinary food inspection specialist. How did they get you on that one?
Well, I didn't really feel, because I actually was thinking about going infantry or some type of combat, but the only thing they had available, which was surprising, they didn't freaking even have infantry. I did not have infantry. I guess they had enough people. Just my luck. But they had scout available. I was like, okay, what does that entail? Oh yeah, you and your battle buddy will go out and search for the enemy.
Y'all go by yourself and search for the enemy?
That's exactly what I said. I was like, hold up. So where's the rest of the folks at? You by yourself. You in enemy territory. Yep, 68 Romeo or 91 Romeo over there.
Hey, look. They messed me up because I was trying to go automations, man. They put me in as a female. My name, birth date, social security number, everything. It was this Marine cat, man. He was at the MEPS, and they were short-handed, so he was helping them out. And you remember when Joe came out and he cut his hair all off?
Who?
Joe. I don't want to be a player no more.
Yeah.
Okay. So all the artists started cutting their hair off, and his hair was all cut off, and so like everybody was messing with this cat, and they was like singing random Joe songs, and so we were all civilians at the time, so we didn't really care what this uniform was, and he just had an attitude. So when I got into the office with this cat, he threw me in, and he was just like mad typing. And then he pulled his thing up, and I was like, Yeah, the automation. What do you want to do? I want to work on computers. I don't know what I mean. Computers. That's what I was doing. I was every summer. My dad had me working with computers, helping him with computers. I mean, I was doing it from the ground up, building the hardware, and I was programming it in the background. And I could talk to that thing, man. I could talk to that thing, boy. I tell you. And he put me in, and the beautiful thing about it is this: right before I signed it, I look over my shoulder and my pops was standing back there. And we were stationed in Fort Stewart. And my dad, our MEPS was in Jacksonville, Florida. And so he was at work. And so I look back and I'm like, hey, Dad, what you doing here? What you doing here? He said, what you get? And I was like, computers. And he was like, let me see. So the dude passed him the paper, looking at him and looking at me and looking at him. And I'm like, yeah, it's my pops. And so he looked at, he's like, I thought I told you to tell him what you want. And I was like, I told him computers. I did. I swear I did. I promise you, I told him computers. And then he looked at the dude and he said, boy, this got you in a tank. He said they got you in a tank. And I looked at the dude and I'm like, dude. And he was like, it's a computer in the tank. And I was like, yo, for real? And so
oh, that's funny. That's funny though.
And look,
only because you didn't actually get in the freaking tank.
So,
oh my goodness.
So then my pops was like, hey, step outside, boy. And so I get up and I'm looking at Joe and I'm like, yo, come on, Joe, what's up, man? What's up with that? And so I walk out and my dad stands in there and he's talking to this dude. It may have been some furniture moving. I don't know. You know, there may have been. I cannot confirm or deny, but I walked back in and this dude, he had a totally different attitude. And so my pops, I guess he just literally came down, drove down to check and see how everything was going. And then he just popped smoke and was gone again. And I was like, what the heck is this, man? What is this? And so then the dude, he still had attitude, but he was nicer to me. And he hurry up and put the stuff in, and you know the old school typewriter, so he typing that stuff up real good now. And he put me in, but it was only one slot. In that slot, they said that he has to put me in again, and that last slot went to the female version of me. And I'm like, I could just show up. It's me. I could just show up. He's like, no, you can't do that. And so I was like, all right, cool. What do you want to do? I wanted to do that. Well, what else do you want to do? I was like, look, I don't want to go to war. I don't want to shoot nobody. I don't want to go to the field. I was trying to think of everything my dad told me that I don't need to do, right?
All right.
And he's like, you don't want to be in the Army. I was like, yeah, I've been going to the Air Force dudes next door. They never there. They're never there. So here I am. And he said, we don't have that. And I was like, all right, cool. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. I'm going to be on my way. And I get up and he was like, we got this veterinary food inspector. He showed me this thing, and he was like this dude in the white smock with a clipboard. I was like, he don't look like he's going to war. What does this guy do? He work in the grocery store. He checked everything. He's like your FDA, USDA inspector. And I was like, so sign me up.
Oh my goodness.
I said, I could do that when I get out. That's money. But
yeah, anyway. That's kind of what I was thinking too. I was like, I was thinking even back then. I was like, you know something, even I mean, honestly, there's a lot that I think about now. Even if we does say what the skills that we picked up,
yeah,
is honestly it's unmatched. But the thing about it is, we don't know it while we're in because we're so used to doing this, and it's just called this. Oh, we're just tasting food. Right. There's a lot more to it.
Some people
it's not just that. There's some people of the stuff that we did. It's like, dang, I didn't realize all the stuff that I did while I was in the military. Not just on the food side, just being a leader and the multitasking we did, which was normal to us.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, unless you're like in a leadership position, you might as well forget that multitasking crap. It ain't just gonna happen. It's not gonna be the same. I always said I never. People, no, I missed the military. I'm glad.
You glad?
until when I was daggone was sitting there twiddling my thumbs for a good 3 days. You know, I was never into politics or daggone surfing the web trying to figure. I was on Amazon. I was sitting there daggone reading news crap and getting mad and freaking ridiculous. And it hit me. I'm like, dang, I know what I missed now.
Yeah.
It's being all the stuff that we had on our plate. It was normal, and now it's not. And I realized that. It's like, man, I miss that freaking crap. I miss doing like 5, 6, 7 different things because it was nothing to us.
You have stuff to do. You always have something to do.
Yep. And you knew how to manage your time while you were while you were in the military doing that stuff, even if you had to stay late. At 4 o'clock, you were releasing you at 1700. What 1700? Who's 1700? Ain't leaving that no daggone 1700. I'll still be here doing what I need to do.
Hey, you remember at Bragg when the garrison command team would go around to see if cars were still in the parking lot? And on Thursdays, family time, people wasn't going home for family time, so you had to go pull your car into the barracks parking lot and walk back over to try to get some work done because we didn't have like designated office space. So when you could get on the computer and actually do your counselings, you know, it's usually after hours on Thursdays because all the soldiers trying to go. Man, I used to be like, look, man, let me go on in here and your office and your counseling package is in the trunk of your car, and you did it wherever or we did it at the warehouse, right? Actually,
I did that, but if they made us do that, I just downloaded the stuff on the computer. I had that. Remember they had you there's some software you had to download on your computer. And you had to have that CAC reader. So you can go ahead and access all that. That's what I did. I was like, okay, well, if you're not going to let me do it here, not a problem. I can go ahead and do nothing anyway.
Look, that was before. That's afterwards. I'm talking about before they gave us all that stuff.
Oh, yeah. No, I don't remember that.
Look, Inspector Nacho said, sorry I'm late, man. I'm glad you could make it to the party. Everybody, let's give Inspector Nacho a round of applause for making it out. Inspector Nacho happens to be Corporal Mustache, who happens to be the reason while I'm on here doing the show. Cause he said, Sergeant, I gotta share you with the world, man. You got something to say. I ain't got nothing to say, man. I just wanna. But anyway,
this is a good show. I ain't gonna lie to you. Able to catch up and chit chat with you is always good, bro. Always.
Who's the Meat Wagon? Meat Wagon said, don't have volume, but here so you get a view. Oh man, you know what? Thank you, Meat Wagon. I appreciate you. Hope you can go back and listen to it later and hear the shout out, man. I appreciate you. So back to you, Mr. Sean J. So
Sean J.
I don't know who I got that from. I don't know. Somebody else always call you
Butler.
Was it Butler?
Yes.
Sean J.
Sean J.
I think.
I'm like, dude.
No, but what's his name? I think don't Williams call you Sean J too? Cause his name's Sean first too, right?
No,
He don't call you Sean J.
It actually was him. It was between him. It was definitely him that started it. But daggone, oh man, and you had him on your show too. Oh man, what the heck's wrong with me? Coleman, yeah. Coleman was the other one.
Oh, he called you Sean J too?
Oh, boy, started it. Daggone Butler started it though. But you know something? It stuck though. I mean, now I'm saying it. Y'all got me saying it. Yeah, Sean J don't play that.
It's Sean J. So look, man. So you did 20 years, man. You've been out for a while. Looking back, hindsight's 2020, right? You know, what are some pros and cons of that service time in the military? You kind of tap dance on it.
Pros definitely. You can't beat the folks that you meet. The good folks that became good friends, became brothers, became family. You can't beat that. Because to me that's like a bond that it's that brotherhood, that bond that you make between those people throughout the time that you were in. That's definitely a pro. The other thing is just the leadership skills, or the skills in general, especially the leadership skills that you learn from being in the military, regardless of the issues. That it was always something that the military well, I don't know. I can't speak for now, but I'm talking about at least when I was in. That all the way from private, or you could be a private, you're learning to be a leader. You're learning to be a leader. That's definitely the pros of the military. The friends, the folks that you meet, the skills that you possess while you're in the military. You don't even realize it until you're out.
Yeah.
And the leadership skills that you learned. All that stuff is definitely important, especially when you the leadership and all the skills that you learn, especially when you get out.
Okay. So if you could go back, right? We got a time machine. We just hopped in that joker. All right. And you see Private Silver. What you could tell him one thing. What would you tell Private Silver after we hopped out our time machine?
Gone. Time machine. What would I go tell myself? You know what? Here you go. Because this is one of the biggest things. We talk about this all the time. Matter of fact, we talk about this with football when these young jumpers first get drafted in the NFL. This is something I would go tell myself. And I never was one like really bad with money like that, but invest. Take that. Look, don't go out there and spend your daggone money and trying to live above your means. Live within your means. Daggone, take freaking $50, invest it in an IRA or something or whatever. There's a lot of things you can invest it in, and your $50 a month is not going to hurt you, because most of the time, half the crap that you want is not the stuff that you need anyway. Yeah. So,
yeah, absolutely.
But that's what I would tell myself. That's one of the things I definitely would tell myself.
Yeah, I concur 100%, and I stress to these guys, once you get to, I would say enjoy yourself. But I would say split that every time you get that promotion, split that joker in half, treat yourself, and throw that extra inside of a savings, an investment, or something like that. Because what's going to happen is you're paying. I mean, you're not missing that money because you never had it, right? Yeah. And you're not even.
That's how you got to think about
it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Take money that that you act like you don't have it, or act like it's something that something. I'm not gonna care if I lose this kind of money. I'll get that's totally something different. And one of the reasons why I say that, because I've gotten into cryptocurrency, and that's something that if you're putting in on cryptocurrency, you need to look at it as if you're using money that I can use this much. I'm cool. So if you lose it, it's no big deal, because
talk to me.
But that's a totally different thing, and I am not daggone a professional on it. I am still learning. But anyway, back to, you put it on these IRAs. You put it on some type of stock that is good. So when you get out and you retire, or you just get out, let's say you decide to do 10 years, you actually have money that you can fall back on. And just like it says in financial classes anyway, put money to the side. Put money to the side.
Yeah.
And that way there, if something does happen, you have money to fall back on.
Right. You should have that was 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months of for emergency funds. And then you go ahead and start in your that debt snowball. You do your emergency fund, start your emergency fund, then you do your debt snowball, then take all that money after you get finished with that debt and start investing.
Exactly.
So you can who is that? Dave Ramsey? Shout out to Dave Ramsey.
Well, I know, Dave Ramsey. I never took that course. I should have, but I should have. I should have. I wish I did. But I never actually took it. It's never too late, so I could always.
No, man.
But I'm pretty smart with my money. I did just like I got plenty of money saved up. Especially like when we talk about with the pandemic, but I don't want to we can talk about that in a minute. You had mentioned, because I know I get off track, bro. I get off track.
You squirreling, man. See, I told you be going down them daggone rabbit holes.
Yep.
See, it wasn't even me this time.
But now, if you want to talk about cons, now there's a lot of them, but I'm not going to obviously I'm not going to talk about them all. But I'm gonna go off. I'm gonna because that's something I've always talked about. Same thing that Coleman had brought up about mine's not necessarily the promotion system. I would probably say now I would probably say that too, but not
Yeah.
as much as you look at the type of leaders that we have, and these folks that are getting promoted that probably shouldn't be in that position, because you got a lot of folks that deserve to be in that type of position,
Yeah.
and they're not getting promoted, even though they have the NCO shows that they are, they're up there. They're I would say the elite of the elite, but yet they're getting overlooked
They got them skills,
for one
abilities,
reason or
and that
another.
knowledge.
I can have my opinions on it, and I'm not going to bring them up on here, but that's something that I have an issue with, because there's obviously some breakdown. There's a breakdown. There should be people that these folks should be getting promoted, and they're not getting promoted.
Yeah.
So you're not getting that good leadership. You're just not. You're not getting that quality leadership that you need, because my stance on it. Regardless of what your job, you're always going to be infantry first. The military has to be run a certain way, and if it's not even, I don't even know what it is now. It was a problem when I was in, and I saw it a long time ago.
Yeah, it's interesting now. I mean, I see people. I don't. Yeah, I just got to be me.
I think there's a lot, when I was in, there's a lot of leaders that it became we're not, NCOs always looked out for, we always looked out for each other, but we looked out for the soldiers too.
Mm-hmm.
We never tried to stab anybody in the back. That's something that you see in the civilian side.
Yeah,
because people are going to just, and you're going to see that. That's what you're probably going to deal with some of that or see some of that. That doesn't mean it's directly going to happen to you, but you will. Trust me, you see.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I do not like about the civilian side. It's a totally different animal on how the leadership is run,
mm-hmm.
and all that. I don't hold nothing to them about it, because they weren't trained that way. Right. So I'm not holding anything against them before it, but it's just the leadership was not. That's what they were. It's turning too civilianized.
Mm.
You have too many folks in the military that would abuse their power and hide behind their rank. It's like, no, you're not. Those are the things that I saw, at least when I was.
Yeah, we still have some of that going on, man.
Yeah.
Some people who was probably bullied in school, or were the bullies in school, and they brought that crap in, and it's like they utilizing their rank to. I'm like, look, your rank can't save you, man. I mean, I'm gonna respect the rank, but when it comes down to it, I'm a man first. I'm a man first, and I give out free naps.
Look, and I'll take a butt chewing. I'll take a butt chewing, but that butt chewing better be daggone because I did something wrong, not because you just feel like you want to just go ahead and hide behind that rank. Because I guarantee you, if you would never, ever talk to me the way you just talked to me.
Yeah, take it off. Hey, look, but we used to be able to take the tops off and go to the wood line, boss.
And it's funny, because I've actually said that to daggone my soldiers before. I'm like, you know what? I remember when I just picked up SARM, and well, not just picked up, but I picked up. It was my second duty station. I picked up SARM. Had this one soldier. He always sitting there talking about he's going to beat this person up, and talking about calling somebody gay. I finally had enough. I was like, look, and I was like, you need to stop freaking daggone saying that. And he was sitting there. He bucked back. I'm like, who you? I'm like, you know what? I leaned forward in my chair. I was like, look here. I'll go ahead and take the rank off. This is when we had the old school.
Yeah, on the collar.
You got to take rank off.
Take these. Let me unpin these things.
Me and you can go ahead at such and such a time, 2000 hours at night time, in a freaking dark parking lot somewhere, and me and you can have a go.
You get some wall-to-wall counseling.
Like, no, you're just gonna go ahead and tell if I whoop you. You're gonna go ahead and tell. It's like, no. If you whoop my behind, I'm not gonna say nothing. I fell in the shower. What happened to your eye? I fell in the shower. That's what we used to have to say.
I tripped.
I fell in the shower. Too easy.
And bumped my head on the desk.
And it's funny because I don't know if you ever Samuels. What's his name?
I remember Samuels.
You do know? You know?
I know Samuels. I don't know if it's the same Samuels, but I know Samuels.
You remember his first name?
I'm
trying to remember this dude because he used to be a Marine. He was a Marine first. And it's funny because he was a Marine stationed at Kaneohe at the same time I was in Hawaii, stationed over at Pearl Harbor, Fort Shafter area. And
that's crazy, bro.
He said after the soldier left the office, he was like, "You know you're wrong, right?" I was like, "Yeah, I know, but I'm tired of this crap." He's always talking about beating people up. He's like, "Yes, I know, but you have to be." He checked me on it.
Sometimes you just gotta drag him to the wood line, man. Give him that 3-piece combo, free 99.
I never, and that's the other thing too. I see a lot of folks that they're so quick to want to take rank from soldiers. It's like, look, I'm old school. I don't even do counselings. I never wanted to do counselings. I still never really did. But I'm going to take, since you want to do this, I'm going to take your time. Yeah. Yes, that means my time's going to be taken too, but trust me, I'm going to be sitting in the chair while you getting smoked.
No, we don't smoke, man. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, smoke, man? What are you talking about, smoke, man? You can't be saying that. That's top secret. Russia might be listening.
But these jokers want to take rank. It's like, why y'all so quick to want to take somebody's money?
Yeah, man.
These kids are privates.
Yeah.
They got bills. You can't just sit there and want to take. If you bust somebody down from, let's say, E3 to E2, what's that, about $600, $700, $800 out there paying you one of them? I was like, hello, they got bills. You want to take their money? No, take their time. Trust me, that's going to work.
It'll work for a lot of them. But especially if they got a family too, right? Because you're not, and that's the first thing you do is you strike the paycheck. I like to give them the options. I could dig into your pockets, or I could take it out your muscles, man. What you want to do? You want to work this thing out? Would you like to work this thing out, or you want me to work this thing out?
Yep.
I mean, and obviously, I'm a shout out to Michelle Ma. And all them NCOs out there, we don't take it. But if I gotta take my time to write it, it's gonna be written well. And you probably gonna lose that paper. So that's when you just do some push-ups.
Yep. Well, I mean, you're gonna know which soldiers those are.
Well, that's what to nowadays so yeah, bro. You gotta learn your soldiers, man. You can't just leave from the chair. You got to be out there with them. You got to know who they are. You got to know what their triggers are. You got to know when they're up, when they're down, when they're left, when they're right. That's the problem nowadays, is that we live in a generation where everybody's attached to this thing and they don't know how to. I mean, like, they said something to me before the show started. They was like, not Gifford. He don't like people. He don't like to talk. He don't do this. And I was like, I know, that's what I said too. But Corporal Mustache thinks that I got something to say. So I'm bringing everybody in here with me who can attest to the fact that I don't like to talk. But I do like to lead. And I do like to make sure that my soldiers are led well. And so if you out there doing stupid, and you leading my soldiers, or it's a possibility that you could be leading my soldiers or somebody in my family or somebody in one of my family's family, then we got a problem. And so that's why I said, okay, I'll come on here and talk and laugh and joke, and I'll bring some leaders in that got some things to say that have similar viewpoints that I do. So that's one of the things that we got. We just got to try to weed that crap out, man, because it is a problem. It is a problem. People, they're leading from the wrong perspective. They're doing the wrong things. Some people getting put into positions because they're athletic. Man, I believe that you're supposed to have a level of athleticism, right? But the best leader is not going to be your fastest runner, your heaviest lifter. It's not going to be that person every time. You may have that person, right? You may have that person, and that's not anything wrong with them. They may still be a good leader. Your best leader is not going to be your bored soldier all the time, right? Just because I can memorize stuff doesn't mean that I'm a good leader. That means that I have a great memory. A good leader is somebody that knows how to manage talent. They understand everybody. They always say that smart people surround themselves with smarter people. They be like, "Oh, you are a great leader." I just understood what I had, my assets. I understand my assets. And I take advantage of those assets by putting them in places where they're going to be successful. Because if they're successful, I'm successful, the unit's successful, and we look like we're doing great things.
Damn,
So
there it is.
I didn't mean to cut you off and get on my sandbox. I'm going to stand at ease, brother.
No, you say what you would say. It's your show, baby.
Shout out to the Jill Junkie who adds style to your smile $5 at a time.
But you know something to add to what you just said. What we were just talking about earlier, matter of fact, we were talking about with football, about how a coach and a coach is successful.
Yeah.
Coach is a leader.
Right.
Yeah. Military or being a leader is the same daggone thing.
Yeah.
It's not a one-person show.
Right.
It's not.
Absolutely.
To be a successful leader, you have to have successful soldiers, and not all of them are going to have the same strengths. So, or their strength may not be as strong as I know that I'm speaking more. What was that daggone thing that they had us starting to do? Oh man, where you had to do that training? Was it once a month?
You're not talking about safety stand down, are you?
No. I'm trying to think, and I went to the course too.
Oh, MRT.
That's it. You know, you don't call something a weakness. You just.
Oh yeah.
There's nothing wrong with saying something is a weakness. It doesn't mean that the person is weak. It's just saying that y'all know what I'm saying.
Yeah. It's your lesser strength.
Yes. So you when the person has that strength and they can help that. But everybody's going to have a strength that's going to help out the team, and that team is also something that's going to help out the leader. You could be a good leader, but if your soldiers are garbage and they don't daggone get the job done, what do you think that your commanders, other leaders are going to look? Oh, he's a garbage daggone leader, but that's not necessarily true. It's just you just got soldiers that haven't quite clicked yet.
Yeah.
So, but that's the reality of it. Unfortunately, that's what those folks over there aren't. They're what they're seeing is what they want to see, or what they perceive.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but that may not necessarily be true about that particular leader. So it's a team effort, any which way you slice it, and that's that's one of the things too. I can't stand glory seekers, and I've run across glory seekers both in the military and on the civilian side. It's like, but you don't have to.
Glory seekers.
Yes, I call them glory seekers because these, you have these leaders that will do things or take credit for things that they act like they're the only ones that did it. It's like, or they'll do the job. That's what I'm dealing with currently. They'll do the job because they think if they don't do it, it's not going to get done right.
Yeah.
And it's like, if you actually let these folks do the job that they can do, you're still going to look good because they're under you. You taught them. So even if you didn't, them doing it is still a reflection of you. Them doing a good job is still a reflection of you. But I saw a lot of that. I see that a lot of that on both sides. A lot more on the civilian side, though.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna. Yes, a lot more on the civilian side. But that doesn't mean that it's not like I've worked a whole bunch of jobs since I've been out. This is my first. If I do get picked up, hired for the working for Eagle Lab, then that'll be another job.
Okay.
That's going to be more doing auditing and consulting. So I'll be pretty much doing my own thing for the most part.
Okay.
Matter of fact, yeah, I'm pretty much going to be doing my own thing.
That's good.
So I won't really have somebody that I have somebody to report to, but it's not going to be like that. So prayers for that. Hopefully I get hired for that position. I wouldn't mind getting back out there on the road and doing some consulting.
We'll keep you in prayer on that. So
thank you, my brother.
And transition, if you could change 3 things in the world, it don't have to be military or whatever. Man, if you could just change 3 things, what would they be?
3 things.
And Jelly says, whoop, 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 whoop. Inspector
man,
Nacho says
honestly,
he.
well, yeah, I can sit there. The one thing I change about the military is them going back. That's the only thing. Going back to what it needs to be. We're infantry first. Going back to we. I don't feel like the military, and I know folks are, well, you're not in the military anymore or whatever. It's not going to affect you, but it does. When if the military can't go and fight a battle, that means it's possible the battle can come here. Being battle ready is not just for the military. It's not just for the people in the military. It's for the benefit of everybody here in the U.S. and to include our allies. So, I would say that for the military, they go back to the old school. There's a reason why it's structured or was structured the way that it was. Folks may not understand why. Oh, why am I doing this? Why? Look, you don't ask why. You just do it, and there's a reason for it. It's because we don't have time. You have to be able to execute out on the battlefield. They need to go back to infantry first. Our primary job, will always be infantry first. This whole, oh, you're a food inspector, or you're a medic, or you're this and you're that, so you'll never go and kick down doors or
I don't need to learn that.
And,
I don't need to learn that.
And that is not true because, matter of fact, Sergeant Smith, Sharif.
Shay?
Yes, Shay. Actually kicked down doors when he went to Iraq when it first kicked off in 2003.
Mm-hmm. He did.
And it's like that tells you right there that it does not matter what your job is.
The enemy is not looking to see who is who. The enemy is throwing rounds at who they think the enemy is. And if you got on the same uniform, they're not going to be like, oh, you in the medical field. Oh, you a vet. Oh,
he ain't going to fire back.
My bad.
No, they ain't going to say, nope.
My bad, Mr. Food Inspector. You good. Go ahead. Y'all continue mission. No, that's not going to happen. You got to be ready. Train response, right? We create train responses so that when we get out there, we don't freeze up in the middle of, a firefight where they give us weapons, right?
Yep.
I mean,
yep.
They give us them
old muskets. We kind of talk about the other stuff, so there's no need for me to say anything more about the military.
Okay.
But as far as if I were to change, I see, we talked about volunteering and doing some stuff for the community.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things pre-COVID was going downtown and help feed the homeless.
Okay.
And it's funny because you learn a lot about it. Yep. Also, I mean, a lot of the homeless out there, a lot of them are actually vets.
They are,
and a lot of them have mental disabilities. So it kind of changes your perspective. Not that I had a huge conception of homeless anyway. If I saw one on the street corner, or not the street corner, but I guess technically it would be, but near the highways, asking for money.
Mm-hmm.
Folks would say, "Oh no, they're just," which is probably true. Which is true. I know that they've caught plenty that are actually just doing it just to get money, but they're not really homeless. They're daggone making $100,000 a year.
They peddling. Some on rich. Some of them some of them peddling be well off. But yeah, I know what you're saying, man.
But I try not to look at that. Look. If it's in my heart, my heart's I'm gonna give it to him. That's not my job or it's not my job to go ahead and try to. If God put it on my heart to give him some money, then I'm just gonna obey what he told me to do.
Yeah. And
just move on. He'll handle that part. But anyway, being downtown and watching all these folks, and they're homeless. You trust me, they're homeless. Mm-hmm. They're homeless. You can see where they use the bathroom and stuff. It's like, man, no, for real. That's one where if you really want to know, that's how you know. You know. But I also went to in 2019 we went to Austin for an FDA RRT meeting.
Mm-hmm.
And man, Austin is bad for homeless. I mean,
Austin, Texas?
Yes, they are every daggone where.
Shout out to Texas, man. Shout out to Texas and QB.
I was actually I wanted to invite because this guy asked me if I had any money on. I didn't have any at the time. I didn't have any. And I was like, you know what though? Because it was lunchtime, we were all going to lunch. I'm gonna invite that dude with us. So do y'all mind? And they was like, no. I couldn't find him.
No.
I mean, it was just like, man, what the heck you do, bro? This dude was gone. Like, damn, go on. Because I really wanted. It's like it's not just about just giving them money. Man, we got to stop sitting down with these jokers and just talking to them, because maybe that's what that's all they need. Maybe that's what they need. No, that is what they need. I mean, don't just give them money. Let's get to know these people.
Yeah,
let's get to know them. But my thing is, with all the money that we got in the world, right?
Come on.
If everybody gave just $1 to try to help somebody out, we wouldn't have this issue.
Yeah,
we wouldn't have this issue. There would be none of these the folks with mental disabilities on the street, because they'd be cared for. I mean, $1, just one. I mean, everybody. All right. We got what, 250,000, I believe, here in Raleigh. 250,000. Come on now, $1 from probably half that would help out a whole lot of people.
Yeah. Look, I was talking to someone, and there I was. I think I was talking to the Jewel Junkie, and we were passing by an old military base that went through the BRAC. They started shutting down all these bases, and all those buildings are still there. I'm like, we could literally take these buildings, put some of those homeless people in there, let them tend to the area, give them some structure, hey, look, y'all can stay here, you can do this. All you got to do is maintain it and don't do stupid, right? Give them some slight military, because that's what they were used to. They was used to like that structure. Give them a little bit of structure. You might even have to put them on fire guard, right? You might have to do a duty roster or something, make sure that they safe at night, so nobody's coming in and out of there. But you do that, you cut back on that at least that amount of the homelessness, right? And then you're providing for, okay, so now you got people who want to be involved. Okay, get involved with helping with the infrastructure of these older buildings, with the plumbing, with all these different things. Okay, you like what you're doing now? Okay, let's go ahead and set them up with like jobs, right? Okay, let's help them start their own lawn care business. Let's help them start their own this and that. You can stand this as long as you want, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do. Give them a little contract. I'm giving out too much information, man. Somebody might be stealing my stuff, my ideas. Somebody might be stealing my stuff, man. Hey, I got a patent this, man. Where my lawyers at? Shout out to my lawyers in there, man. That's what I'm saying. Hey, lady 15128. Hey, welcome to the show, man. I appreciate you coming out. QD Boss, welcome to the show. Appreciate you coming out. I love y'all. Go ahead, man. I didn't mean to cut you off, but that's just.
Oh no, you're good. But yeah, that's one of the things we need to, as a community, we need to start actually, serving in our community.
Yeah, man. And, absolutely.
Honestly, it's just more than just giving money. I know you know who Marvin Lackman is.
Yeah,
he was our first sergeant over there at the 248 for a bit, but that's one thing. And I'm cool with him. He also works for North Carolina Department of Agriculture. Works for the Meat and Poultry Inspection Division. Matter of fact, he's the one that he's the first person I called when I saw that the position was open for Food and Drug, and he gave me some tips, but he actually serves his community.
Okay.
He went into he was Spring Lake. What's it? Alderman. He went to. He was trying to get elected for Alderman. I don't know if he made it or not, but he's constantly going to these meetings. And if we're ever going to make a difference in our community, then, and that's myself included, we need to start going out there and speaking up, because we're never going to be part of the change if all we're doing is doing this number here, and y'all can't see doing this number here.
Yeah, keyboard
and
warrior.
Getting on Facebook and complaining, because the complaining is not getting anything done.
Yeah, man, action. We need action. We need people that's going to get out there, put their hands to the plow, and help. It's easy to stand behind the keyboard and say, and you know what else it is too? We were talking about this, and I don't know what the actual verbiage is, but it was MRT. that person, everybody else is saying somebody else is going to do something. So
and
okay,
we all
everybody else saying
exactly.
somebody else is going to do something. I don't need to do it. Somebody else is going to do it, and then nobody
And
do it because
I'm not gonna
everybody.
say I'm not gonna say I'm immune to that. I'm in that same boat. We're all in the same boat. But and I can sit there and talk about what I'd love to change. It's just that it's not what we'd love to go back and change. No, it's what we it's the things that we know we can do.
Yeah.
Now I can't sit there. You're in Chicago. I can't sit there and make changes in Chicago because I'm here.
Yeah.
But I sure enough can do something in my community though.
Right.
Even if it's starting in your own neighborhood.
Right.
If you see something going on in your own neighborhood, things that could happen. If you see somebody that's struggling, start there, and you'd be surprised how much it will grow on you to even do more. You're like, man, you know what? It felt good to help that person out that just lost their job, or somebody that just lost their kid. You know, and they're home for like a month. You're making dinners for them, and buying groceries for them, and you see how much that spreads in your heart for you to go ahead and do more in your community. Because I see a lot of things that just need changing, and one of the biggest things also is just what the direction that our kids being dragged into, education wise and everything. It's like, man, what are they teaching these kids? We need to actually go over there and start going to these meetings and saying, hey, look, what are y'all doing? No. We need to be that voice, or it's never going to change.
Yeah, I think that was somebody issued that challenge, man. I think it might have been old Damian Butler, man. I think he issued that challenge of doing something nice. Do something nice, at least one nice thing for somebody. Be intentional about doing something nice daily. And explain to that person who you're doing that nice for, to challenge them to pay it forward and create that ripple effect, right? Where everybody's now going around doing something nice, to where you create that habit. I think the Jewel Junkie always tell me, you do something for 20 something days, or 21 days, it becomes a habit. So you do it for 21 days, man. I think a couple people took the challenge, man. If y'all up to it, take the challenge, man. Do something nice. Do something nice for somebody. Intentionally do something nice, and see how it changes you, and it changes your community. You know what?
You know who could use that right now? You see a police officer, you know how they used to say, hey, thank you for your service. You know what? Do that for a police officer. Offer them water or daggone coffee or something. Because I've often seen them on the side, but it's kind of hard. I can't stop in the middle of the road and offer them anything. So an opportunity officer has to arise. But if it doesn't arise, do that for them, because right now the morale on the police force is low, and unfortunately due to those bad apples.
Bad apples. Thank you. Come on.
For the past how long, but especially from the past 2-3 years.
Highlighted big recently, but I'm proud of the ones that's been coming forward and standing on right. Because the thing was, it's just like us, just like we did, unified front, right? Yeah. Unified front. So we soldiers like, oh, it's bad, and they bring stuff up, and then we're like, oh, I can't make my battle buddy look bad. No, if you can polish a turd all you want. You can polish that thing all you want. It's still a turd, man. You gotta flush it, get rid of it, cut your losses, man. Don't let the whole ship go down because you got a turd that you steady polishing, trying to put it in front of people and make them think it's gold. No, you're wrong. Thank you for all of y'all fine men and women that's out there upholding the law, protecting us. Because like Dave Chappelle said, I want to call the police too. I do. But I don't want them to think I'm the person that I'm calling you on. I don't. I want you to come in and get them fools, man. And I have a lot of family and friends that's serving and protecting, and I appreciate you guys, and we pray for you daily. So you don't wrap everybody up with the bad apples, man. Don't do that. That's dumb. I don't want to offend nobody.
And that's another thing that I say too, is like, if we don't want people looking at us and saying, oh, you could look at the color of the skin, so you must be It's like, no, I'm not. No, stop putting me in the same bucket as everybody else.
What gang you in?
Matter of fact, stop looking at
sexual
the skin. Period. That stuff needs to stop.
Yeah.
It's not about the skin. It's about what's in the heart anyway.
Right. Exactly.
But if you don't like it done to you, don't do it to anybody else. You're doing the same thing they're doing. Yeah, that makes you no better than them.
Yo.
So you're sitting there thinking that all the police do is, shoot black people, or, this, that, and the other. It's like, no, stop. Dang. Stop. It's like saying all white people are racist.
Yeah, right?
Or saying the only ones that are racist are white. That's dumb. That's dumb.
We know that ain't true.
No, heck no. But it's funny because you will hear folks say, oh, no, we're not racist. That's just telling the truth.
You can't be racist.
No, you're racist. That's racist. That's racist.
You can't be racist. Only white people can be racist. Like, how? What's the definition? I don't know. Let's not go down that rabbit hole. All right.
Why not?
Let's not go down that rabbit hole. Russia's listening.
Russia.
They're listening.
Oh,
Look,
man.
my African soldier, he swear up and down, man. He be like, "Sir, you gotta do whatever," and I be like, "Yo, man, I'm not doing anything." So if Russia's listening, they're listening. They're not. They're gonna be like, "This dude's boring." I don't care. It's whatever, man. They're not gonna get anything from me. I mean, what are they gonna do? They're gonna help me with my homework. If anything, help me do my homework for me. That's all. Hey, what are you gonna do? I'm not doing anything. I'm not that interested.
Hack the system and they can give you an A.
Hey, that's what I'm saying. Hey, while you hacking the system, go ahead and put $1 million in my account. Just don't.
There you go.
Hey, if you gonna help me out, help me out. Stop the racist madness, man. Okay, you're right. I'm down a rabbit hole. My bad. Shout out to the Jewel Junkie. Hey, Jewel Junkie, I forgot to tell you. Some Michelle Ma said, how you doing, man? She loved the show and they miss us. It's one of those Foxtrot Falcons, man. Foxtrot Falcons, the family. All right, brother. So look, we gotta move. We got stuck. Okay, so we're gonna lighten it up. How do you know me?
Well, obviously the 248.
Dragon
but
Vets.
actually, we met before that though.
We did, absolutely.
Yep. Sure did. When I was NCYC over at Fort Gordon,
the great place.
Fort Gordon, VTF. But yeah, because you came in, matter of fact, and you needed to use my computer to sign. I believe was it your NCOER?
My NCOER, bro.
Yep, I remember. And the funny thing is, when I went to brag, we kind of looking at each other.
I was like, this dude look familiar. This dude look familiar, man.
And then all of a sudden, yeah, once we figured it out, oh yeah, that's right, man. We've been tight ever since. Tight ever daggone since.
Hey, shout out Stevens Creek, because that's what brought it together. You was like, yeah, I was on the worship team at Stevens Creek. I was like, Stevens Creek? Hold up.
Yep, because that's when you told me your mama.
My mama go to Stevens Creek. What are you talking about? Shout out to Stevens Creek, man.
Yep.
And then it was like, hold up, man, you was there? And that's when we linked it up. And I was like, I wouldn't have used your computer, bro. You let me use the computer and you was in there yelling at them soldiers.
I can't remember what I was yelling at him for.
One of them was getting ready for PLDC, man. They was getting ready to go to school, and you was like, you ain't got this stuff? What's wrong with you? You know you was going.
Right. I think they were supposed to. Yeah.
They was missing some stuff, and I was like, oh shoot, I got to get up out of here. Yeah, Stevens Creek in the Dream Center.
We ain't gonna go down that one. That'll be just me and you. Yes.
No, we're not gonna go too deep down there. But that's okay. So what else you got, man? You jammed out in my garage, man. You brought some stuff to the house, and we had kids coming up the street.
You still playing the drums?
I sold them. I sold my drums, bro. I sold them.
Sad day. You still playing the piano?
All right.
You say you still get. Where's my daggone stick? You stole your piano.
I did not sell my piano. And yes, He is a creaker. Lady 15128, he is a creaker. And QD Boss, Stevens Creek, and Dream Center, absolutely. I don't know. Do you know about the Dream Center? Shout out to the Dream Center.
Dream Center?
What? Is Lady 15128? Is that my mama? Shout out to my mama. joining the show.
What's up, Mrs. Gifford?
Is that my mama? Come on, mama, don't get quiet if that's you. Shout out.
Oh, that's funny. Oh, my goodness.
His anointing started your drumming. Who is QD Boss? Throwing out some, what the heck? You throwing out top secret information. Russia's listening.
But you know what? That was fun. I love going over your place and playing the freaking
man.
Playing music over there, playing the guitar, and you hitting up on there. That crap was fun.
Man, we used to jam out, man. We used to have them kids come up the street, and they be all up underneath the garage. I'm letting it down like, mind your business.
Ain't nothing to see here.
Won't you go? Let us do what grown folks things, man. What's wrong with you? Don't be messing up our fun. Go play hide and seek or something. I don't know.
Oh, that's funny, man.
But that was great. That was good times, man. We're gonna have to do that again, bro. We got to get together and do that.
You got to get a drum set to do.
I'll get a drum set. Don't worry about that part. And I got
I ain't talking about no daggone rock band drum set neat.
I ain't got no rock band drum. I'm gonna get a real drum set, man. I'm serious.
I'm just messing.
I'm gonna get a real drum set. I see you got your guitars in the background.
I do, and I'm looking to get another one or upgrade one of them.
Okay, when you upgrade one of them, that means you getting rid of it, right? Then you just teach me how to use the one you getting rid of.
Why would I get rid of it if I'm upgrading? You're fired.
Okay, my bad.
No, if I'm upgrading, I'm keeping that thing.
Okay.
No. But yes, I can.
We need a singer. Hey, come on, QD Boss. You could be the singer.
Who sings?
You could be the singer. Come on. Another creaker. Yeah, Stevens Creek. Shout out. All right, brother. So, 3 great leaders in your book. Hit me with.
You should already know the first one.
I know.
You probably know all 3 of them.
Come on, talk to me. Who are they?
Oh, Colonel Mann for sure. Or yes, Colonel Mann. Colonel Retired Mann.
Shout out to Kelly Mann and Miss Mann Nancy.
Yes. That's a team. So I love them to death. Ain't no doubt about that. The next one, is Chief.
Chief Smith.
Donald Smith.
You gotta call the baby. If it's an ugly baby, you gotta tell him it's an ugly baby. Don't be cuddling it, talking about, oh, it's cute and all this stuff. No, if it's an ugly baby, tell him it's an ugly baby. I'm like, Chief, you can't be calling people's babies ugly, man.
You know what? And that's what I love about Chief. He daggone will sit there and he will tell the daggone truth. He daggone cared about. I tell you what, anybody that he's one of the ultimate mentors for sure. Mm-hmm. And my other great leader that in my life is definitely I got a bunch of them. I probably daggone wrote them down. Like I got more than 3, but I definitely got more than 3. But I put I got 4. I got 4 that I put in there. Sergeant Major, I don't know if you know Craig Davis.
I know Craig Davis.
Yep.
Shout out to Sergeant Major Craig Davis, old school 91 Romeo.
And Sergeant First Class Derek Rivera. There's 2 units. 248 was, huh?
I know Rivera.
Short guy.
Yeah.
Hispanic. New York, and you can't miss his accent.
Yeah.
And he don't like officers. That's him. And I mean, he does not like officers.
Calm down, Taz.
Oh my goodness, this dude to have me rolling. But
calm down, Taz. Calm down.
Yeah, there it is. Yep, that's exactly who it reminded me of. Taz. But yeah, those 4 for sure. And I picked Rivera because of his impact as well. But the Northern California District Veterinary Command and 248 were by far the absolute best units. Of course, 248 those beat them out. We had that unit was freaking tip top.
Yeah, man, I love that unit, man.
But now
Dragons.
Well, you didn't. It was when Colonel Mann and Roland and all them were there.
Right.
But I ain't gonna say with the other joke.
We won't go down that one. We won't go down.
We talk about the time, when Colonel Mann was in charge.
They tore us down, man. That dude tore us down. He destroyed the unit, and I'm glad that we were resilient enough to pull back together and and get through that thing, because that was rough.
Well, I'm sorry, who now?
The special individual that they sent to replace Colonel Mann.
Yeah. Well, the thing about it is we didn't take no trash.
The lab
and
rat.
you brought it to our attention and we're like, nope, we gonna handle this.
Exactly.
We did. Matter of fact, I remember when Meade got to you. I don't know if you weren't there when Meade got there, were you?
When who?
Sergeant Meade.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay, we was in the meeting. He first got here and he mentioned something about, all these people getting daggone relieved. And I was like, yeah. We already have your daggone slip on standby. And I know Meade from I think it was BNOC.
Yeah.
I think me and Meade met in BNOC. Yeah, man, that joke is fun.
Did you say BNOC?
Huh?
Did you say BNOC?
I sure did. That's the one I went to. I went to PLDC and BNOC.
Bro, they ain't no BNOC, they ain't no PLDC. That stuff, you speaking in a whole nother language, man.
But if I say I was a 91 Romeo, that's good though. But I can't say PLDC and BNOC. Look, I'm just trying to make sure. They call it ALC. I don't even know what the heck they call it.
It is ALC, yeah.
And what's the other one?
BLC.
Huh? BLC.
Yeah.
No, it's PL down DC and B dang knock. Okay.
BNOC.
That's it. All right. But yes, those are the leaders that I would absolutely choose because of the impact that they've made, and Colonel Mann and his the way that he as a Christian, and I'm him absolutely for sure as a Christian man, the way that he's able to the way that he walked that walk, he just didn't talk and he walked it.
Yeah.
The way that he ran that unit, his fairness, he was not quick to pull the trigger and say, no, this person needs to get in trouble. No. He sat there, talked about it, thought about it, and he said, no, we're gonna give this soldier another chance.
Yeah.
The thing that I remember the most when we were downrange and we were in Kuwait, waiting to go to our respective area.
Yeah.
And we were doing our run in the mornings. And him and daggone Lieutenant Morris, need to move off the road. I said get on the road. I'm like, what the heck, man? These two dudes are freaking driving me crazy. It's like, okay, one of y'all saying get off the road, and one of y'all saying get back on the road. You know what the funny thing is? It just reminded me of the old school.
Yeah.
It just reminded me of being in basic training.
Yeah. You're like, who do I listen to? Who do I listen to? What's going on here?
I almost wonder if them two jokers were doing it on purpose.
Hey, they probably were, man. It was
they had to, because Colonel Mann never said anything to Lieutenant Morris about it, and they just kept on doing it. I'm like, hold on, you guys are telling me they're gonna do one thing, and he's telling us to do the other thing.
That was good stuff, though, man. I loved it. Every bit of it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Hey, shout out to the Mans. They're gonna be on the show, man. Y'all get to meet the Dragon Vet, the top dog.
Absolutely.
And the boss. Because she held it down, man. She held down the family and everything. So Miss Mann and Colonel Mann retired. They're gonna be on, and I hopefully we can get more of the Dragon Vets in to support when they come out.
Oh, I'll definitely be on. Let me know. I will be on when they're on. I'd love to see them. I need to make a trip out to Colorado.
Hey, yeah.
I just don't know if I want to go inside any grocery stores, though.
Whatever, man. Hey, look, shout out to the 92 Alphas and the 15 Sierras and 15 Juliets. All right. I don't know what the 15s are. I'm assuming that they supply or something, huh? WLC, yeah, they changed it from PLDC to WLC.
WLC, yep. Yeah. And ALC is that ALC is replaced BNOC, correct?
Yes. Aircraft mechanics. Okay. Oh, okay, yeah. You was out there with those in Campbell. That's right. That's my sister, y'all. QD boss. That's what I'm talking about, man. Shout out to my sister, Quita. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. I gotta put her stuff up on there. All right, brother. Check it out. They always tell me I'm long-winded. I go down these tunnels and I don't ever come out, man. So this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna give us a quote that you live by, and you're gonna give us a leadership lesson. Come on.
All right, I ain't got no quotes. I ain't gonna lie to you because I'm sitting there looking at like quotes. I really don't have any. I really never got into living by a quote.
No? You be
I
quoting
live by the
movies.
Bible, or try my best, but that's it. But I can't say I ever picked up a quote.
Okay.
But now, as far as leadership though, one leadership lesson. Though the leadership skill, I would say this for you, y'all soldiers that are still in, when you get ready to get out, continue to use those leadership skills that you learned while you were in the military, and apply it to whatever you're doing, whatever situation that you're in, whether you're sitting in a leadership position or not sitting in that leadership position. Continue to be a leader. And set the example, because it's important, especially now. Oh my goodness! I mean, I'm not saying it wasn't important then, but it's even more so important now because there's just not enough leaders. There's too many people that are the sheep, lack of a better word. They're sheep. We need leaders.
Yeah.
And now doesn't mean that don't follow. That you can follow. You just got to know when to follow.
Yeah.
And you got to know when to lead.
Yeah.
Because a good leader has to know how to follow, or when to follow anyway.
Right.
So, use those skills and apply them no matter what you're doing. And I'm not talking about just at whatever job that you pick up. Apply it everywhere. A leader isn't just being a leader, while you're at work. It's something that should be applied, and that goes for me too. I'm guilty of not always using my leadership skills when I should be. So, that's definitely would be the leadership advice I would give for all y'all folks on here today, or this evening, listening to this. Just keep using those skills. You got a lot of them. I'm telling you, the military is definitely good for that. For building good leaders, and also just know which leaders to follow.
Yeah, absolutely.
Make sure you are following the right leader, because not everybody is a good leader, and it's going to lead you down the right path.
Yeah.
So pick up those leadership skills from the right folks. Don't you get rid of them toxic leaders. I wouldn't even call them leaders anyway. If they're toxic, they're not leaders. So you pick your mentors wisely.
Look, so Jill Junkie is laughing. QD Bosses says retirees. Let's see. Who's DJ Rated R? Ain't no DJ Rated R. She talking about when I thought I was a rapper. When I thought that was gonna be my job. It's all right. I'm gonna break back out there. I'm gonna get my bars back in place, and I'm gonna get on this joker. I'm gonna bring the whole crew back. Shout out to DJ Cream, Franklin Financials. What's going on with you? We got to get the crew back together because she calling out Rated R, man. QD Boss says, Roger that. Don't get complacent. Jill Junkie says, copy that. Right, cats. And QD Boss says, complacency kills is a good motto. That's it. That's your motto right there, bro. That's your motto.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Complacency kills.
I still ain't going to pick up a motto. I don't know why I never did, but.
Look, your motto is, hey, you, beat your face.
No, because y'all used to clown me about it, especially you. What was it I used to say? Or I actually still say it. Daggone.
I stole it, man. It stuck to me. I mess with you so much about it. Now I say it all the time. What's that new daggone soldiers? So I'm going to close with this story. Because you didn't even go. This is my brother right here, who I love. And this dude kept me laughing through deployments when my wife was deployed, and we made that bond. And everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. Whether you believe it or not, people are put in your lives for a season, and sometimes that season is longer or shorter, right? And so me and this brother right here, we were out TDY, and we were having a meal. And we eating, and everybody's stuff start coming out. I don't know, what you got, like chili or soup or something like that?
Clam chowder.
Clam chowder. Because he from the Northeast. He want to get some clam chowder, right? So he come out, he's like, let me get some crackers and everything. And they bring out a whole bunch of them. And then so we all eating, just talking. You know how you do when the military get together. We sitting around, we shooting the jive, just talking. And he just blurts out, we in the middle of the restaurant, look at all these crackers. And so
oh man,
we're like, Silva, what are you talking about? He's like, what? What are you talking about? I'm talking about all these crackers right here. And then we like, stop saying crackers, fool. What's wrong with you? And then he look around the restaurant, and everybody's looking over at our table. And now we like this right here, like, oh Lord. We were in Texas too, right? Weren't we in Texas?
Yeah. I thought we were actually in Fayetteville, but yeah, it could have been.
Man, we were in Texas, man. This fool saw something. Look at all. And it's like, oh, we about to die. They about to kill us. They think it's about to be.
Yeah, I was wondering what the heck y'all were laughing at, because y'all just started busting out laughing, and I'm like, you were down with your head, you were shaking, you were laughing, shaking your head, laughing, and I'm looking over. I saw these people looking, and I'm like, I was talking about the crackers on the plate. I'm like, Dad, these jokers take this stuff serious, right?
He had no clue. He didn't think about what it was. Okay, that's what intent versus impact, people. Intent versus impact. You never know who's listening and how they're going to receive it. And so we knew what he was talking about, but we saw the looks on the people's faces when he said it, and we was like, oh, Sean J. I saw CNN flash across my soldiers killed in restaurant.
You know what the other thing was, though? We daggone every morning. Never failed. We were clowning each other all the daggone time.
Weren't you right behind me? You was the squad right behind me, right?
No, I was in front of you.
Oh, in front of me. So I was the one picking.
Because you were Delta squad. I was Charlie.
Okay.
Or whatever, first squad, second, third squad. You were whatever. I don't even remember now.
I know one of us was behind the other one.
Yeah. And I turned around and I said something to you. You were like, shut up, turn around and burp your baby. And I had no clue. We just got a new soldier in, y'all. We just got a new soldier in. And this dude was like, what, 4'5"?
Yeah. 5 feet. I forgot I said that to you. Go and burp your baby.
This joker said, come on, turn around and burp your baby. What are you talking about? And I looked over and I'm like, oh, hell no, this joker didn't just say it.
Hey, man.
But yeah, that was that, man. There's nothing better than them times over there for 2-4. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Well, look, bro. Hey, as much as I can continue doing this with you all night, this is the longest show. I appreciate every last one of y'all that's come out and hung out the whole time. Burp the baby. Yes, I told him to burp his soldier. And look, I hope y'all continue coming out, man. Hey, support your boy, man. Come on out. Hit that daggone notification button. Smash the subscribe button. Go over to my YouTube channel. Like, comment, and subscribe there. You know what I'm saying? Help me out. Help spread the word. And then come on back out. Huh?
I got you.
Yeah, man. I know. You got to go over to the YouTube. Go on over there to that YouTube channel and subscribe. All right? Now tell the people what you got to tell them so they can have a safe weekend. What you got?
Don't be drinking and driving. Don't do no drugs. Not like I got to tell y'all that. That's how I thought about it when I had to do it when I was in the military. Y'all are grown. Not for real, though. Y'all have a blessed weekend. Be safe. Enjoy being on the show, chit-chatting, cutting it up with Mr. Martin Giffingham. Now we need to daggone get together and do this stuff live, because it ain't nothing about it. It ain't nothing like actually being face to face doing stuff.
Man, it's gonna
and hanging out. So
that's gonna be awesome, bro. We'll be back. Keep your doors locked. Jewel Junkie said, "Nice to see you." QD boss said Burke the baby too funny. And she said keep your doors locked. That's right. Hey, look, be safe out there, man. Don't do anything stupid like Sean J was saying. And I look forward to seeing you guys back here. Those that's going out to do some volunteer work tomorrow. Hey, remember, everybody that took the challenge, man, go out there and do something nice for somebody. Be intentional about that thing. And, you know, just pay it, have them pay it forward. Explain to them. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I'm probably not going to tell them why I'm doing it. I'm probably just going to do something nice for them. So that's just me.
I don't know how cold it is out there right now in Chicago. I'm assuming it's cold, maybe. Yes. Okay, stay warm. Okay, don't get frostbite out there in Chicago.
Thank you. Thank you. In Chirac. And no need to broadcast it. Exactly. Let's go Wolves. Yes, yes. Shout out to the Chicago Wolves. We'll be over there tomorrow enjoying the hockey game. On that one, brother, signing out. And we'll talk to you soon.
All right, brother.